Here we have this 3D model and we are going to do the UV unwrapping for this model. First I will go to the shading tab. I will select this model and I will create a new texture for it. Shift A, texture, and add image texture here and create new image texture. Give it a name UV and then resolution should be 4K and then color UV grid and new image and connect it to the base color. Then go to the UV editing tab and here you can see your model. Go to the edit mode and we need to add some scenes on the model. Now each block is a different object. Here you can see separate object. They all are not connected to each other. To UV unwrap, I will isolate this object, then turn on the X-ray mode, then select these faces and then control E mark seam. Okay, pretty simple. And then just need to select edges like this and then control E mark seam. Then select everything, mesh and symmetrize, take the symmetry along the minus y axis. So you will get the seams to the back side also. And then just need to select everything and control shift U. It is a shortcut key for me, and UV unwrap, or just you can select everything and then go to the UV and you can use different UV unwrapping options. You can unwrap by angle base, by conformal. So I will go with the conformal and you can see here we have UV unwrap this object. Then go to the material preview view and you can see here the UV unwrapping which is looking really well. Now we will select this object and then go to the edit mode. Just select this face, select this bottom face and control E mark seam. Select this edge loop and this edge loop, then this and this edge loop and control E mark seam. And then you can select everything and control shift U, shortcut key for the UV unwrapping which I have assigned, and you can easily UV unwrap this model. Just assign the same texture here. Now you can see we are facing this kind of stretching even though we have UV unwrap this texture, and this is a common beginner mistake. We didn't apply the scale on the model, so that's why we are getting this kind of stretching. To solve this problem, just you need to select your model, then press Ctrl A and then apply the scale, and then select everything and Ctrl Shift U and unwrap, and now you can see we are not getting that stretching here. Pretty simple. I'm going to remove this image from here, from the UV space. Now we have both parts here. Select all these parts, Ctrl A, apply the scale, then go to the edit mode, select everything and Ctrl Shift U and UV unwrap. Okay, pretty simple. Now we have done the UV unwrapping here. We haven't done the packing yet. We need to pack this UVs properly with a proper orientation. So now this object is a horizontal object. Okay, so ideally this UV layout should be horizontal. Now it is vertical. We need to rotate it and give it a horizontal direction. So just go to the edit mode, select these UVs and rotate them. Now you can see this checker texture helps us to understand the orientation of the UVs. You can select this face, you can select or you can hover your mouse on this face and then you can press L key and it will select that UV island. Okay, then you need to go to the UV space, not here in the 3D viewport. Just go to the UV space and rotate it like this. You can use the simple shortcuts for the rotation like R key for the rotation, G key for the move, etc., and S key for the scale. Similarly, we need to rotate this UV island also. So just rotate it like this. Okay, then this is fine, and this UV island is also fine, and this. Just rotate this one also. Now select these UV islands and then press N key. And here I have enabled this UNV add-on, UNV add-on. It is a free add-on. Just need to go to the edit preferences and then go to the extensions and you can select like UNV UniV add-on and just enable that add-on, so you get this different options here. Okay, we don't need to worry about the texel density because all these we have applied the scale on the both objects and then we have UV unwrap these models, so that's why we don't need to worry about the texel density. Let's say I select this object, then go to the edit mode, and I'm just going to scale this UVs. I just want to match the textile density of this mesh with this mesh. Okay, for that I will select this mesh, then select any UV island with L key, go to the textile density add-on, and then calculate TD, and then calculated TD, set the value, click on it. Here you can see the textile density. Now we have calculated the textile density and we have set that value here, and then you need to select this object, go to the edit mode. You can select any UV island here and you can calculate the textile density of this UV island, which is more than this object. Now we need to reduce the textile density. Just we need to select all these UV islands and then set my TD or set TD, and it will set the previous textile density we have for this object. Okay, giving the proper textile density as per your texture requirement, that is very important thing. Not giving the same textile density to all parts. And then we have this UNIV add-on. You can select these UV islands and then you can use the sort option. And in this menu, you just need to uncheck this orientation. And I want to sort this UV islands along the Y axis. So I will click on this Y. So it will maintain that same orientation and it will sort this UV islands along the Y axis. You can use X axis also. Then we have this UV islands here. Okay, and now we have this objects, and now you can see these UVs are vertical, so I'm just going to rotate them in this way. Okay, then just check the orientation. I need to rotate this. If you really want to focus on the texture, you want a directional texture, then you can rotate this UV islands and give the proper orientation to this UV islands. Okay, otherwise it's a simple concrete texture, then you don't need to worry about this much. Okay, so just I'm rotating this UV islands and I'm just trying to give them the proper orientation. And now I will rotate this UV islands, rotate them like this, keep them aside. And then once you rotate this UV islands, you can select all these UV islands. Then you can use the sort option here, and now it is really long length here. So rather than using the sort option, I will press Ctrl Shift Q, or here is that is the shortcut key. You can select the UV islands and then go to the UV, and here is the option pack island. You can use that option, and here you can use this different option. If you want to keep the same orientation and scale, then you need to uncheck these options, and then you can pack these UV islands like this, in this way. Now I'm going to select these UV islands which are visible from the outer side, and keep these UV islands here. Just use the sort option, then select these UV islands and then sort them. Now I will select these faces, deselect these UV islands, deselect these UV islands, and we have only the top and bottom faces, and then sort them, maintain the orientation. And then we have these UV islands and then sort them, maintain the orientation. Pretty simple. And then we have these UV islands, and you can see these UV islands are not visible, these faces are not visible, so we will sort them in a different row like this. Why it is? If we want more space for any UV island, then we can scale down the textile density of these UV islands, and we can provide that space to the required texture that require UV island. Now we have these two objects, and you can see the UVs of these two objects. We have categorized the UV island as per the texture requirement. Then go to the edit mode, select these UVs, and give them a space here like this. Select these UV islands, take these UV islands somewhere here, and keep them like this, something like this. Then same thing we are going to repeat with these UV islands. Give them a space here. Always start to pack your UV islands from this corner, from the pivot point, that 3D cursor, so you can increase the scale after packing all these UV islands. I will show you that within a minute. Now we have these UV islands here. Just give them a space like this. Then we have these UV islands. I'm going to select these two UVs. Now we have these UV islands, and these UV islands are little big. They are not going to come here. We can scale down these UV islands because these are invisible parts. So we can keep a less textile density for them. So that's why I always select invisible part first and I keep them aside. And later on I can place them wherever I want, because you don't need more textile density for these parts. So in this way you can optimize the UV space and you can use the more UV space for required texture. Okay, so now you can see this is how we have done the UV packing for this object. There are two objects and we have UV unwrapped these two objects and we have done the UV packing for these two objects. Now if you use the auto UV unwrap, then you will get this kind of results. If I go to the UV, then smart UV project, and then unwrap, and you will get this kind of results. You can see the orientation of the UV islands is not proper, and that's why whenever the texture is a directional, that time you need to use the proper orientation for your model. You can calculate the textile density now here. Select all your UV islands and then calculate TD. It is textile density is 1.6 and we have occupied the 82% UV space. I started to pack the UVs of this model from this 3D cursor. The reason is like if you get some space from this side, like from this side and this side, and then you can change the transform pivot point to 3D cursor, and then you can adjust the scale like this. Okay, so that's the reason that prefer to pack the UV islands from this corner from the 3D cursor. So this is about the UV unwrapping. I hope you have learned few things about the UV unwrapping, how I do the UV unwrapping in Blender.